I'll just sit here by myself, y'all. Hi, you guys. My lights are showing. Well, that's weird. So now I'm going to have to fix it. I don't know why they're showing all of a sudden. That's so weird. I'm taking you with me. We're going over here. This is what we're doing. We're going to hide this. Hi, you guys. We're going to hide that light. There goes that one. We're going to sit this way. Hi. Oh, that looks good. We hid the light. Okay, good. Let's do it with this side. That's what we're doing. We're hiding. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God, I showed you the mess in my house. There is a mess. Okay. Oh, there. There. A nice pink glow. Hi, you guys. Oh, my God. Okay. Fresh set. These lasted an entire month. An entire month. So that's cool. I don't know why this light. We have to fix this light, y'all. We're going to fix it. Okay. We're fixing. Me and Lou been tearing the house apart. We've been getting rid of all of our clothes and everything in order to give them away at Christmas because we don't like to wear anything but leggings. So that's what we like. We like leggings. So that's what me and Lou are doing. Yeah, these are all my necklaces. I never take these off. This is my original diamond off my wedding ring, one of them, when we got home invasion robberyed. Not funny, but was it Christmas 2010? And they took all my jewelry. I found this diamond on the floor in the carpet in my closet. It's the only thing, because I didn't take my jewelry with me because I was afraid it would get stolen while I was traveling. So I hid it, and that's it. That's what happened. Anyway, I found it, so I put it back into a necklace and put it with my cross. This is my Moldavite. This, my friend Susie made me. This, somebody sent me Shungite and Moldavite. And I just throw like leather on it. I shower and I don't take anything off. Anyway, yeah, I live in leggings. That's who I am. I don't want to get caught without leggings on. Hi, you guys. Yeah, I am live. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to shout out to my nail salon friend, Mary. I ran into Mary at the nail salon. She's like, you sound a lot like this podcaster. And I'm like, Sloan? And she's like, yeah. I go, well, that's because I am her. So anyway, she's my new friend. We're nail friends. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I've been on the phone for 6 hours today with the city of LA, government offices, 3 hours, 2 hours, city of finance, all of these fucking people. I don't know who can do that, but I thought, yeah, in the nail salon, I get recognized. I'm cool with people in the nail salon because they're in my neighborhood. It's not like, I mean, to go to that nail salon, you would have to live in the neighborhood. So I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, my face is glowing because I threw this makeup on. I think that's what it is. That sounds awful. No, it wasn't awful. I don't mind the people. Oh, the city of LA. Yeah. These fucking people. Okay, so they go, there's 100 and so I was running this morning at 7 a.m. I'm on the phone. 40 minutes up a hill running. No one's answered. They answered. They're like, you have the wrong number. Where is it? Do you have cheek implants? No. Go look at my fucking old pictures. No, this is what Norwegian. Do you have cheek implants? Okay. Don't make me go off, you bitch ass. No, this is how I look. Who would put cheek implants in their fucking face? Shut up. I know people do it. That's because they have a round face genetically. I mean, Jesus. No. I know, right? Do you have cheek? I know. Fuck off. You can't handle people with cheeks, Norwegian people. I've never touched my face. I did touch my boobs. Yeah, always with the plastic surgery. I know. They can't handle it because people get plastic surgery to look like this. But this is Norwegian. And I don't know that they want to look like me. Cheek implants, no, I would never, I've literally never, let's see, we have round cheeks and full faces. Yeah. Oh, well, no, I'm Norwegian. So I'm Norwegian and Irish. No, it's never a compliment when somebody's implying that you're fake. Oh, you look so good. Do you have fucking cheek implants? That's not a compliment. That's a backhanded passive aggressive thing. Fuck off. No, I'm Norwegian. My grandmother was from Norwegian. Let's see. My late mother went to Norway on the cruise and she said, yeah, we're white and I'm Viking. So sorry, true story. But yeah, no, this is how I look. And you can tell. I mean, there's literally no Botox in my face. Look, there's no cheek implants. It's me. You can see all the way back. All the fucking way back. You can see my children. We all have big cheeks. Not big cheeks, actually just cheeks. I have to put my blush on sideways. I don't do, you know how they used to teach you to go like this and put your blush like that? I have to actually really remember to put it sideways because I have the shaped face I have. So, I mean, yeah, it's just my cheeks. Too beautiful for 60. Yeah, well, you can thank my mother again. Yeah, I know. I'm getting my roots done tomorrow. Thank God. Yeah, it's pure genes and pure blood, but everybody's blood, I mean, everybody looks different, and that's the point, right? Like, why you want to, you know, yeah, the blush, what is this blush? Huh, what blush? Oh, you know what it is? It's Essence, Essence. Tinkerbell, that's my favorite. It's Essence, that Essence, and so is the mascara, and it was like $7. And this was like $8. So I go into Ulta and I went to the Essence, ESSANCE. Your box, wait, your Botox makes your cheeks look stiff. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. They do that again. I don't use Botox, but we know this. I mean, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't drink wine. Yeah, I love that brand, right? My energy is young because I'm putting turmeric on tonight. Exactly. My energy is young because I exercise. No, I don't really look like I'm in my 40s in real life. I just look like myself. I mean, I think you can tell I'm old. I look and Norwegian and Irish. I'm like 70% Norwegian and then the rest is Irish. There's a smidgen of British in there, but I tend to ignore that. No offense to them, but a smidgen. There. Yeah, I can't put Botox in my face. I literally, oh, that's nice, Beverly 66. I literally have a phobia about being poisoned. And I've had it since I was 4, Norwegian and Danish, then you know. I've had it since I was 4. So I could never like eat solid food when I was younger and stuff. And I went through decades like that, blending my food because I was afraid of being poisoned. I could not put Botox, even, trust me, I want to look young and cute and I'll do anything, you know, I will do a facelift one day, but I haven't done that. I can't inject myself with something that is food poisoning. It's my phobia. I can't do it. I want to, but I cannot do it. All my friends do, not all, but a lot. I cannot, yeah, I think it was a past life thing because I came in with it. But Jamaican, it sounds like, yeah, Jamaican and Irish would be beautiful. Your skin would be so lovely. Norwegian and Finnish. Yeah, no, I didn't eat for 13 years solid food. I blended, me and Jason and Keith traveled all over Canada and, you know, here to Palm Springs to Florida. This and that. I was blending food in a blender. I literally was blending food in a blender. I would get salmon and potatoes and blend it so there were no lumps. I couldn't even eat soup with carrots in it because it would make me choke and I would think that I was going to die from the poison. So it was insanity. So I could not Botox myself. It's not that I don't want to. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, Jamaican and Irish and British. Beautiful. Yeah, the phobias. I think it is a past life. And given how many people they poison, aka P. Diddy, stands to reason my phobias were right. And what they say about German and French, beautiful and Aries. Ooh, fiery. Yeah. So anyway, Let's see. Thank you for that, Annika 111, whatever, 111. How do you feel about the new Michael movie? I don't even know about it. I literally, ooh, Black Creole and Native American, beautiful. There's so many gorgeous mixes out there. You know, it's a shame in our society that every time we see a beautiful woman that people cannot tell between plastic surgery and God's work. There's nothing finer than God's work. There's nothing finer. You can tell a face that's had shit done. You can tell. So yeah, do a DNA test. That will make you think. I did my DNA test. I'm adopted. I did a DNA test. I'm Norwegian. I did it. It's on two different, Norwegian, Irish, and a smidgen of British. Smidgen. A pinch of British in there. So that's it. This was from Essence, this blush. Yeah, that's it. And so, yeah, it's terrible. Your face moves. How is it? Plastic. I don't fucking know. Yeah, look. My teeth are my teeth. Minus, like, that's a cap. Well, I got cap because I got a cavity and then ate through all of that. I don't do any skincare. I am terrible. 9 out of 10 days. And this is the truth because I'm in a crunch for time. But if I have to get up at 4 in the morning, I put my makeup on before I went out to do my nails. Like yesterday, I only had makeup on for an hour. Put my makeup on and I will sleep in my makeup. I just pretend that I'm having an afternoon nap. I get up and go running so that I have my makeup on and can do my shit. Then I take it off and do my work and then I put it back on. That's how I do it. I just figure it's a flip. People go to sleep on the couch all the time and they have their makeup on. So I just pretend that. 62, happy birthday. Yes, Keith and his brother are also Norwegian, and they got German from John, and because he's from families from Austria, and British and Irish. So like we are drunk Irish all over the place. We are fucking drunk Irish. But anyway, yeah, I shouldn't do it, but let's see, I'm afraid on my face. I don't mind, like, if I don't like something on, you do the same when you're running. Yeah, because I just wake up and I slept in my clothes. Like I came home from class, slept in my clothes so I could get up early so I could get out. I know. Wait, I have really your evil stepsister. I know about you being paid. I don't even know what to say. Maybe you should get back on your meds. Get back on your meds. Get back on your meds. On your meds. Okay. Costa Rican is beautiful. I'm Irish and don't drink either. But I mean, our family, get back on your meds. Please, for the love of God. You guys, what am I seeing? Okay, what is this? Okay, so I get these emails all the time. I'm realizing that I was always embarrassed on your med trolls, on your fucking meds. I was always embarrassed of myself, but I'm adopted. So I was raised in a family where people did not look like me, and always my appearance was a focus of negative energy. That's the way that I felt. If I didn't match with them and people could tell, and they're always saying, this is our adopted daughter. So for me, it was like, you're a pariah. Here's the one we picked out of the pet store. We picked her out of the pet store. That's how I always felt. I feel really bad for those little animals in the pet store because they're always begging to be taken home. Mexico, I love it. I had such fun there. And so I just loved Mexico when I went. That's crazy. My dad was adopted. Well, there is such a thing as adoption trauma. You can't think of all you people. Let's see. I was adopted too. There you go. Wait, I can't say your name. ALYSN 1 doctor. We'll call you 1 doctor. 1 doctor feels the same way. Well, I hate society. We know this. I hate society that they think that adoption, okay, the people adopting, some are probably very nice. Okay, they really are. But why do we think as a culture, adopt me, bitch. Why do we think as a culture that it's okay to tell pregnant unwed mothers, for whatever their circumstance, that I know, thank you, Chris, that's lovely to say. Why do we think, though, that we should be encouraging these young women to give their babies up and that they will have a better home in somebody else's home? That's absurd. I'm not saying if you've got a crackhead for a mother, or drug addict, or whatever my mother was or wasn't, all of that. That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying, like, when I had, this is when I got pissed off at my birth mother because I knew her. She was there when Jason was born. And when I gave birth to Jason, there was no fucking way I was letting him out of my sight, out of my hair. No. And I was angry at her right then. I'm like, who the fuck? Let's see. Keith wants you, bro, have an Afghan hound. Keith wants you, bro, have an me, bro, to have an Afghan hound. That's good. If you're talking about my Keith, because my Keithy, his grandmother had an Afghan hound. One of those Afghan dogs with the long hair. But anyway, yeah, it told me I was the first blood. Yeah, and in my family of my own, my kids would often say, it doesn't matter, they're not blood. And I'm like, stop fucking saying that to me. People disrespect and disregard people because you're not blood. And actually, it was my birth mom that had the Afghan hound for real, and she did have that dog. But it pissed me off when I gave birth. Really pissed me off. Really pissed me off because I thought, who gives a baby up? I understand people have their reasons. I'm not judging it, but I don't like being conscrewed in this conversation with that. Like, no. Yeah, they always, I know. It's just, I don't look at people in blood. I did look at my children as blood, but any child that comes into my life is my family, and they are that, and that is exactly what they are. So that is just the way it is. Let's see, that happened to me, but my grandpa's girlfriend apologized later. Yeah, it's kind of terrible. It's kind, it's always like, this is our adopted daughter. She was adopted. We took her in. Give us a medal. We took her in. Fuck off. But really, shut up with that. You don't get a that-a-boy because you chose to adopt somebody. I mean, it's good that you did, but I don't know. Apparently my stepfamily hate it. Yeah, everybody, I mean, I don't know what to say. Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Let's see. You need an Afghan to go hiking. I'd have to brush all her hair before they went and bow it up, and put their little eyelashes on to go hiking. Every baby is precious. Absolutely. I don't think I look like Susan Powder, but thank you. You're making the reference because of the short hair. Thank God whatever. She was cute when she was younger. Keithy, yeah. So I don't know. I don't understand. I'm here. Anyone to say hi. Hi, everybody. Edmonton, I think you said Alberta. Let's see if you did say that. Yes, Edmonton, Alberta, my people. Birth mom was from Claire's home. But anyway, I find it interesting that as a society, we push the narrative of this is a good thing, adoption. It may be oh, happy baby. January, you've had only a baby for a paquito minute. That's so cute. I have no thoughts on Erica Kirk. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what anyone wants me to say. I look like myself, but thank you. You shouldn't adopt children if you read me. Well, people don't know they're going to be cruel to the children. Hi, we in Cranbrook. My mom lived in Kimberley, birth mom. Jesus. I don't think adopted parents, most of them plan to be mean to their children, but when they have their own, they don't like the intruding gene pool. And it's very easy for them to say, oh, she's a different gene pool. She's missing this or something. That's why she's this, that, or the other. And it's like, I don't know. Yes, I had a whole retrograde day at the LA offices of finance, which you can't get into. You have to make an appointment, but you can't make an appointment on the computer. You have to go there and snap the code because the computer won't do it because it doesn't click you through. It's a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, so I was on the phone for hours. Wait, I don't even know where that is in Ontario. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. Yeah, Creston, BC. Been through there many times. Creston, yes, Creston, you must be getting snow. It is Mercury retrograde. It is. My mom was adopted and they treat, yeah, exactly. Well, because they're easy target. We're supposed to be grateful for being adopted. You know that? You should be thankful you were chosen. Fuck off with that. I don't care. I mean, good for them they chose me, but I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not on parade like a puppy in the pet store. That's why I can't stand pet stores. Pick me. I need to go home. Oh my God. I don't think I look young, but thank you. Yes, I was in foster home for almost the first year of my life. So I was in an orphanage. And then I was adopted out of there because I wouldn't eat. It's a theme. I eat a lot now, but I wouldn't eat. And so I was a failure to thrive because Timmins, Ontario. I know where that is. Went to private school with a girl from Timmins, Ontario. But yeah, I wouldn't eat. And until they gave me meat. So they tried to feed me other stuff, but I had to have meat. So it was that. Ben Affleck is my birthday. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. Let's see. I think there. Yeah, but okay. So what's the deal with Phil Collins? Could never stand his music. It's not a him thing. He's a good musician. I just don't like the frequency of it. But yeah, failure to thrive. That's what they said. Yeah. My mom's advice to me was to be a secretary and marry somebody. No. No. Thank you for that. Yeah, my little sons. What's going to happen with Trump? Nothing. Nothing. Let's see. I delete my lives when I say things that could be used against me because that's what they're trying to do. So I will not put anything up where it can be used against me. Secretary, get my coffee. Bitch, what did you ask me? Yeah, no, some parents aren't better. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying to you, unless you're adopted, you have no clue. Once you have your baby, you realize what it is to be tossed out of your... And you do not know. I mean, unless it's like a completely private adoption with the parents still in communication with the other parents. But you don't know the real reason. Sudbury, I know Sudbury. You don't know the real reason why these people give their kids up and walk away from their responsibility. You will be told all kinds of bullshit. All kinds of bullshit, okay? You will be told all kinds of bullshit about why that happens. And, it's not true. They're not going to tell you. They're going to say, oh, what did I get? I got a bunch of nonsense. That was nonsense. It was just nonsense. And that's it. What happens on live stays on live. I'll take down any video I want because they're my videos. No way, my kids. Yeah, that's why. Exactly. Epstein adopted kids. I don't know if he adopted kids. If he did, that's sick. Woody Allen did, and that's sick. There's some channel on here that steals all of my content off of here, and you can't stop them, and they put it on TikTok. And they banned my shit from TikTok. It's obnoxious. It's really vile. Anyway, yeah, no, I'll take any shit down I want. I don't care. I mean, what's wrong with Woody Allen? Come on now. Come on. A little bit of homework will tell you. He adopted 2 kids after... I can't get into it again, but that's it. Yeah, they monetize all my shit and no one cares. They fucking suck dick and keep taking my money. Pretending it's me. Asking people for money. And then I get these dumb fucking emails. I just paid somebody $50 and they said it was you. It isn't me. Yeah, I can't. I know it is my shit, but I can't get these people. I was bummed it was deleted. Well, you can watch this when I'm not deleting it. Yeah, no, they steal everything. Okay, so I'm watching this craziness go on online about hairdressers. So I'm not going to say who it is. It was actually Andre Prevon's adopted daughter with Mia Farrow. So Woody Allen came in as the mummy boyfriend. That's why you don't let strange men around your kids unless you're going to be with the kids. Men are the problem around kids, and now women are selling kids. So you can't trust stepmothers. You can't trust. Yeah, they copy. I know. And I'm not just a psychic. I'm a person. You fucking psychic, you. Yeah, no, I'm a person. Anyway, and I don't really consider myself psychic. More multifaceted than that. I don't need tarot to access information. I don't. But yeah, but this, anyway, it's just ridiculous. So the hairdressers, you know what drives me crazy? There's this one. And so I showed my hairdresser, this one hairdresser's account. And I'm like, this bitch keeps talking about how hard it is to get your hair bleached. I have bleached my hair for 50 since I'm 12. So 48 years, okay? Myself. And I mean bleached the shit out of my hair. It is not that hard to pull this color unless maybe you have dark hair. And in which case, it shouldn't take that long to bleach it, okay? Like my kids have bleached my hair. John bleached my hair for decades. I would put it in the thing and do like this and then tell John, here, go back here and do this. I don't want to make a mistake. Shut up and put the brush there and do it. That's it. No, it doesn't fall out. That's a lie. That's a misconception. I don't know what people are doing to their hair. And I've had long hair bleached. I don't know what they're doing to their hair. Yeah, John did. Yes, he would say, but I can't see. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Get the back. I would tell him, I'd have a mirror. I'm like, right there. Do it, do it, do it. I put it. The kids come home at lunch. I'm like, you, Keith, back here with the hair. Jason's like, I'm like, come on. Yeah, they must do something else because bleach in and of itself is not the enemy. Use 20% peroxide and bleach. Don't put bleach over bleach. Don't perm your hair. Don't relax your hair. Don't leave it on. My bleach stays on about almost 50 minutes. Mine has always been fine. I don't know what to say. I do go to hairdressers, but I don't know what all this conversation is about this, that, and the other. And then, have you guys heard, of course, I'm on TikTok, right? Maybe she's not no, they're real hairdressers. No, the woman online, yeah. She goes on and on. She's in my local neighborhood too. She's like, this is a color. I'm like, lady, it's not a color correction. Just put the bleach over the darker spots and then work down from the roots. Hello. It's not that complicated. It's not rocket science. It maybe is if you have like level 7 hair. No, I'm sorry. Not 0, not 10. Darker hair, like level 2, level 3. I don't use Olaplex. I don't use any of that. But I do put coconut oil on my hair after. But it's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But why does hair fall out due to bleaching? I don't know that it does. I wonder what they're doing. Stop working after 1 hour anyway. I know. What are they doing? I'm trying to find out. I've never, my hair's turned banana yellow. Yes. But do you mix the bleach with something? Well, you mix it with peroxide and I don't go above 20%. I do not do toned. I don't do toners. I don't do anything like that. This is raw bleach color on my hair. I don't even do purple shampoo because it leaves a cast in my hair. So I don't like it. You know, there, Chicago in the building. Yes. So I don't even like that. But I can't stand these I can't stand these fucking hairdressers going, it's so complicated. It's going to take 6 months for you to lighten your... No, the fuck it isn't. I've dyed my hair black and bleached it back out the same day. No, it isn't. And my hair has never fallen out of my head. Never. No. And my hairdresser friends get me the correct products too. I'm not going, what the fuck? No, that's what they say. We're going to have to do it slowly. And it's going to cost thousands. This stupid woman says this. And I 30 to 40% in products of bleach. Not good. No, 20%. Don't go above 20%. I used to do 40 when I was in my 20s. I have a wave. Yeah, I have cowlicks. I used to do 40% in my 20s because I used to trade with the hairdresser readings for bleach, and I'm surprised my hair didn't fall out then. But yeah, 20%, that's it. Yeah, I mean, you had platinum hair in the 90s, and you know what I'm talking about. They make it sound like it's a mass murder. Like, oh, you want platinum? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I do. That's correct. Hustler, then I know, clearly. Then I hear this thing, go look up Hair by Chrissy or whatever. And I'm just like, what has gotten into everybody? Like, there's a reasonable price. I don't think for a haircut, whatever, it was like $4,000. I'm like, what? What? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Some hairdressers are well, they are. I don't mind paying people for their price. But again, my favorite hairdresser, Ryan, lives in Beijing. He lived in California and he lived in San Gabriel and actually had 2 studios in Beverly Hills. I met him on a TV show. I loved him. The best blonde on planet Earth. He was expensive, but we traded readings for hair and dinner. It was worth it. His hair was so good. Oh, perfect. Perfect bleach hair. Beyond perfect. Oh, virgin hair. So good. So good. So good. So good. Such great hair. And then he went back to Beijing. He was traveling back and forth. And then he's been in Beijing since the year before Keith died. Yeah. So he didn't even know about Keithy. Jason took him to the airport. I told you the story. Jason calls me. He's like, Mom, I don't think Ryan's coming back. Jason was driving Uber at the time as well. And he's like, yeah, Ryan called me and I just dropped his car off. The guy bought his car and I'm like, oh, crap. He snuck out of town with my kid driving him without telling me. Oh my God. I've never used toner, no. But I am a natural blonde too. Looks dark, but I'm I'm a dishwater blonde or whatever they call it. So I have blonde. I was born with lighter hair. So I'm like a level 7 naturally. Scotland sounds great. But yeah, who doesn't love good platinum, right? And he used to work with Asian hair. Oh my God, Ryan was fabulous. Asian hair. He'd take you from black down to bleach in 5 hours. None of this 6 months. None of this 6 months shit. He was perfect. All the Asians wanted to go blonde and put their colors in and shit. And he did that. Absolutely never worried about it. So confident and so good. Never freaked out. Never blathered on. Just literally took black hair to Asian. Yeah, I know. I was so sad. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, why? Anyway, not the point. Okay, so I know. Wait, I know who you're talking about, and he is so gifted. Ryan. Yeah, well, Ryan was in in Beverly Hills, and I loved him. Then he left me, and he was afraid to tell me. I'm like, bitch. He's a Scorpio too. Yep. He always said his birthday was Halloween, but because of where he was born, they didn't really know. I mean, they didn't log the date, so it was like within the 3 days. So I'm like, why you keep telling me it's on Halloween? It could be before, it could be after. And he's like, I don't know. I just picked in the middle. I went to get alopecia treatment when alopecia's interesting. That's a nervous disorder. I'm so backlogged, y'all. I was sick as shit yesterday. Skinny black girl. Yay. Like a skinny white girl. We have a camaraderie. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, I can't help it. I'm sorry. My hair fell out naturally gray now and is falling out. Oh, there's things sounds hormonal. So I'm not sure what you do with that, but you should look at the hormones for hair. Now listen, y'all. Have you guys heard of that lady that was calling all the churches with the baby crying in the background? And she's like, do you have baby food? And all these fucking churches, every week somebody comes on here and writes, I wish you'd stop bashing religion. I'm not bashing religion. I'm bashing human run churches and preachers that extort money from people under the guise of godliness and don't give people baby formula. Here's the thing. I'm working in a church. I hear a baby crying in the background and the little girl asking for formula. I'm going to give her my money out of my pocket. That's what I'm going to do. So I don't know why these people, they're like, sorry, we can't help you. We can't help you. Yes, bitch, or sir. It was a sir. Sir, you know what? Pull the money out of your pocket that you fucking get Starbucks with or whatever, and give the little girl her formula. And she'll tell you, thank you. No, I'm serious. What is that? What is that? What is that? Like, hi from Toronto. Yeah, but what is that? You work at a fucking church, you moron. These people are disgusting. I don't know what to say. But the churches, and look at Joel Osteen, smiley guy. I know some secrets about him. I know some secrets about him. Yes, I do. Because, yes, I do. I'm not going to say how I know, but I do. But anyway, thank God she exposed it, but I can't understand the people working at the church not saying, honey, where are you? I'll go get you some. He seems gay. He likes lady boys. He likes girls that are really men with, late man parts. Trans, yes. Yes, he does. I know this from people behind the scenes. Anyway, but here's my thing. Oh yeah, what's with that old bag? She's sitting there. The poor homeless woman is like, that's exactly what he loves, but he hides behind his wife, which is a problem. It's a problem. Stop hiding behind your wife. Free yourself, wieners and muffins. Exactly. So, yeah, they're followers of the church. But here's my question for you. The homeless lady that was was it Tennessee, Memphis, Missouri? I don't know, wherever it was. And the woman, she's cold, she's disabled. They have a whole parking lot. And she went in politely and asked, and they threatened to tow. And then the scumbag bitch, old bag. I hate calling people old bags because I'm right behind that bitch. But the ugly woman inside, screaming at her, taking the picture like this. Lady, you work in a church. Why don't you let the woman park? So here's what you should do. I understand. You can't park here all the time, but if you want to stay a couple of days, please park over on the side under the light. Please park under the light, where it's safe, and you can stay over there and we'll make sure everybody parks around you. What the fuck is the problem? What is the problem with that? I'm curious. And then the other chick in the office, it's policy. Her husband's a pedo. He's on the sex offenders list. Yes. That's why you work in a church, to get your husband kids. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. Mm-mm. They always come at you religiously. They're like, I'm religious. I'm Christian. You need to follow. I'm Christian. I don't have to go to church to believe in Jesus, okay? Or to be kind to people. Especially she asked. She was, what a fucking bitch. That lady needs to be clocked. Lady, it's just... Like, you've got a house to go home to. You're not even there at night. Like, why can't she sleep in your parking lot under the light? Walmart lets them sleep in the parking lot. Come on. Like, what? Oh, my God. I just was like, they treat people like it's so... I know. Because churches are designed to morally entrap people under programming of, you will go to God if you do this. That's not how God works. You're either loved or you're not. You're either loved or you're not. The one guy, I always cry when I see his videos, and there are hypocrites. And I don't know why, except that he washes the homeless feet, and that strikes me because I don't even know if I could do that. I might give him the water in the bath, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the guy in LA that he has a hairdresser. I love hairdressers. I cannot tell you what a gift I think it is to be a hairdresser. But he goes through downtown LA and he takes really distraught homeless, and it's been men so far, and he fixes their hair and he gives them clothes, and he brings his little thingy where they can change. Yes, he reminds me of Jesus. I know he's not. But they may carry hepatitis. This man wears a nice outfit. This man washes their feet. He brings them water and he touches them. Sure, they may have hepatitis, but how are you getting hepatitis unless they cough in your face? You can get TB and stuff downtown. My friends that work down there have gotten TB and all kinds of shit like that. But he really, no matter what, they are coming to him very homeless, and he fixes them. Yeah, and it's a LA thing, and it's lovely. He does it. Yeah, no, I can't watch his videos because I'll start crying. I'll start crying now. Because it's freezing out, and these people, yeah, no, I know. And I'm sure there's a thing, but it's freezing out, and these people are yelling at a woman. She sounded under 45, And like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's not with the church. He's not with anything. He's just being a good person. You don't have to be with a church. You sitting listening to Joel Osteen or some mega church person acting like that's it. Let's see how you treat people in your day-to-day life. What do you do? Do you talk to them? Do you help? I help people that I know in my immediate environment. I'm not going to say I haven't been a bitch, though, when the homeless guy flashes me. Like, I can't handle that. But we have a guy down there that is always taking his pants off. I have to go, oh, God, I can't. I can't. Yeah, but he's obviously mentally ill. So it's that. But why? I'm sorry. I can't handle that. I'm like, nope, I draw the line there. But, I would get him food if he wanted it. I just wouldn't go near him with his pants down. But that's, yes, of course, characters revealed in a crisis. Yeah, no one wants to see it. I don't want to even see it when I walk in my house. Like, well, there's no one here. It's just me and Tallulah. But you get the gist. But that's a very nice thing. And then in the opposite, you have these people in church that think that they're all that. Like, seriously, they even called Scientology, which we know what that is. They called Scientology and they're like, no, we can't help you. What the absolute fuck does Scientology mean they can't help you? Go into that little money safe you have underground. I know it's a cult. It's a satanic cult, actually. But go back there and get the money out of that little thing and then give it, right? Trans arrested at Olsen Church. I bet you they were. I know for a fact what he does because I know somebody who was working with his family. I'll just say that. No, I never went to church. I went with my neighbor because her dad insisted that we had to do it because if I stayed overnight, I had to go to church with them on Sunday. And that's fine. I didn't. Not that I did or didn't like it. It's just whatever. I know. And the churches are tax exempt while asking you for money. Yeah, okay. With the amount of money that the average person pays in taxes. Yeah, I love God, hate church. Yeah, I don't. And I get messages every day. You need to stop bashing religion. No, you need to wake up and understand that the churches that you go to, maybe not all of them, but the churches that you go to for the most part are set up by preachers, and the preachers is designed to get you money. And there's a quote, literally a quote from Sam Kinison, which is going to be my next video. My nose was too stuffy yesterday to do that, but Sam Kinison came from a Pentecostal family, and he started out as a preacher. And he said, I wasn't a good preacher. And they said, why? I think it was it Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien? I can't remember, but whoever interviewed him, it might have been Jay Leno or them back then. He said, because I couldn't make any money. That's actually what he said. His father was a preacher, or the family was in the preaching. He said, because I couldn't make any money. And so then the host, which was either Jay Leno or Jimmy Kimmel, said, then I think you were a good preacher. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? He didn't do that. So Sam Kinison, yeah, it was Johnny Carson. Yeah. Okay, Johnny Carson. Yeah, there you go. He didn't do that. So the Pentecostal shit, that's what my birth mother was too. She was fucking Pentecostal and they drilled it in her head. Give your kid up. She kept my sister, got pregnant with me, and I was second born and I was tossed out. Perfectly fine. I'm really glad I had the life I did because I took care of myself well. Obviously not when I was a baby, but Pentecostal. And it was so interesting because when I found the birth family and my Norwegian grandmother, she had no interest in knowing anything about me. That's how fucking religious these people were. We don't want to know about you. And my poor, yeah, Pentecost, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, whatever it is. I don't pay attention, but you know. And then, don't get me started. And then my gay cousin, Brent, right? So I met Brent. He came because he was in LA. So him and Robert, my gay cousin, not that you guys care, but anyway, he came to meet me and he said, he goes, every night I heard my grandfather coming up the stairs and I thought it was the devil. And I'm like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, those footsteps. I thought it was the devil. And still into his 60s, he's like, I thought it was the devil. I'm like, bro, that's not how the devil shows up. like, what? Yeah. Anyway, he told me a story. Yeah, gay cousins. But he told me, I really like Brent. He lived in Palm Springs and he had a spa where he booked. This is so interesting because we're white and Norwegian, but he booked, and Pentecost or whatever that religion is, his spa filled up with, now I'm going to say this wrong, Hasidic Jewish people from New York. So all winter, he catered to that group of people that came to Palm Springs from New York because they had like vans that would take the men here and the girls here, and they could pray over here and they could block the pools off. And so we would go. So I would have to go in a different pool and the boys could go in their pool, and Brent would be like, we're booked, we're full, so you have to go in the lady pool, and it would be all covered. I'm like, okay. Well, I don't think the devil shows up like by making footsteps on the stairs. I was just like, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, he catered to that. And Robert, his, I guess, boyfriend of 25 years, but he told me a story. Here's something. You remember, oh my God, what the fuck is his name? Remember the movie Rich Man, Poor Man? Okay, so there's fuckface Ryan O'Neal. Sorry, that just slipped out. And the other guy that played the other brother. What's his name? Down and Out in Beverly Hills. What is his name? What is that guy's name? The actor. Down and Out in Beverly Hills. I can't stand Ryan O'Neal. No, not Chamberlain. No, he played a gay priest. I mean, a straight priest. Nick Nolte. Yeah. So back in Hollywood before, and Brent would be, I mean, he was older than me. So he's born in like 58, but he died. Robert died, then Brent died. And Robert would always make me bring him candy. So we'd all go out for dinner and me and Robert would eat candy till our teeth were raw. Nick Nolte. So my cousin was in a bar with Nick Nolte, and Brent was like good looking. You know, he wore little booty shorts. That's a thing in our family. He had long blonde hair and, you know, he just ran around town in the like cute gay boy circles. Anyway, he was in a bar and Nick Nolte was trying very, very much to get Brent to go with him and was like kind of harassing him, okay? Kind of harassing him. So my other cousin, Lance, had to step in as Brent's lover to get Nick Nolte off of Brent, even though they were brothers. But anyway, that's what he said. You know, he told me that story. I met him when I was 23 and I'm 60 now. So he told me that story back then. I was like, yeah, I used to take Robert a lot of candy. Let's see, there's no karma behind homosexual. It's just religion teaches you that things are wrong. If you love someone, the way that you have sex with them or who you love, I can't imagine God cares is wrong. I really can't. So Nick Nolte liked my cousin. That came straight from his mouth. Was I there? No. Because I didn't know him back then. He was like 19 or whatever. I think people, yeah, love is love. If you love someone, and it may be a different level, like a you may not like have children, or that may not be the thing, but why would God find if you love somebody, damn, is every man in Hollywood, well, we were Canadian. Brent came from Canada. So they were in, okay, Moose Jaw, way the hell up there. He grew up in Moose Jaw, and there was a bunch of them. So there's like a whole bunch. I haven't met, and they were all named after movie stars. Like I have a cousin, Rock, and you know, like Rock just passed away. But they're all much older, and they didn't know Walda had a kid, my mom. Anyway, because she didn't tell anybody. She took off and had the baby. There was a stay in jail. There was a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, she had the baby. That baby's me. But Brent's mother, I don't know that it's hedonism, though, if you love somebody. Like, if you truly love somebody, I don't know, like, if you're gay, if that is a bad thing. Like, my cousin was with his husband, boyfriend. They weren't married, but for 25 years. Is that a bad thing? I mean, I love that, right? I mean, I love them both. I didn't look at Moose Jaw, yeah. Moose Jaw. So, Brent's mother, my cousin's mother, it's Canada. It's wherever the fuck it is. But Brent's mother, every time she had the last 3 kids, so there were like 7 kids, 7 siblings, the last 3 times she went into the hospital up there and had her kids, okay, they gave her I haven't tried that brand. I'm writing it down right now because no popcorn must be left unturned. Anyway, so my Aunt Laura, she would adopt a native baby because the nurses would come to her at the time and the mothers of those particular, so it happened 3 times in a row that she adopted 3 Native American kids and took them home. So she adopted 3. My mom threw me out. So when we were at the family reunion, it was the adopted ones in and the adopted out. So no one knew who I was, but it was interesting. So she took those 3 kids because the nurses asked her to take them because the mothers just left the hospital at the time, whatever that was about. And she did. Wait, that there is a group of gay guys who travel the astral and try to sleep with him in his dreams. No, Lost Stage. They're like, I don't know if you're a he or she, but that's straight up psychosis, religious. It's not. They do go on the astral and you can have sex. You have open, your body energy's open and they will do that. Let's see. Are you presuming a genetic reason for homo? I don't presume anything, genetic reason. No, I think people love who they love. I do know that some bodies are born and they don't feel like they belong in their bodies. And I do know that some people from very young, because I've met them, they want to be the opposite gender. I've met them. I grew up with several transgender people. Like, I have known them in my whole life. It's nothing that's shocking to me or whatever. I wouldn't want to deal with it with my kids, but if I had to, I would, I don't know why it comes in. I just know that if you love somebody, however you choose to have sex with them is what you choose to do with them if you love them. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I can't imagine if it's a genuine intention of I love this person. I cannot imagine that God's going to punish them for that. I don't believe, first of all, let's deal with pedophiles. So let's deal with that. Let's deal with that before we deal with gayness. If it's 2 adults, let's deal with pedophiles. Let's talk about what happens to pedophiles. Let's do that. And I don't even know. So love is not identical to, yes, love is love. That's exactly right. I also, if I were to say anything, think it might be more of an Aquarius type energy or Uranian energy because they're able to detach from societal norms. Could be a Neptunian. There's usually Neptune on the Mars, Neptune on the Mars, on Mars, Neptune, Uranus, something like that. Weird shit in the 8th house. By weird shit, I mean a conglomeration of both male and female planets like that. But to me, it really strikes me as Uranus, or not Uranus, Uranus, or Aquarian type, because it's bringing that, and then a touch of Neptune. So Neptune is a spiritual love, not a physical love. So a gay person's like, I love this person. And it's only the parents that tell you it's wrong. It's only the parents. When you're a little kid and you kiss the same sex or whatever it is you do, it's usually a mother, father, or religious mental patient in the family that comes up and tells you it's wrong. So that's where you get that impression. Venus and Mars in Aquarius. It could be that, but I'm saying it strikes me like that because Aquarius can detach from societal norms. Of course, there's a polarity of male and female, but I think people love who they love. I've just met too many. I met too many gay people. They just seem to love who they love. I don't like people that hide behind the opposite sex to hide their attractiveness to the same sex. So Bradley Cooper, I don't like that. Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't like that. Tony Curtis, I don't like that. Stop using women. But see, their agents do that. So I don't like that. Stop using women as your beard. Or if you're a woman, stop using men as your beard. Whatever it is. Stop doing, I don't like that. But yeah, I think you need to be honest, and that's it. If that's what you want to do, then you go ahead and do that. And I also have known people that have been, John and I had a friend, he actually worked with Kathy, and I met her as she was going through her cancer cancer treatment. I actually drove up to like Lancaster with the kids when they were little, took her Mexican food. Had never met her before, but John couldn't get up there, so I took that to her. My boys were little in the back seat, but Kathy had a very unusual story, and she'd have to be close to John's age now, 80. She was married, young. She had kids. She became a nun after her marriage. She became a nun. Let that one sit for a minute. I think she was in a domestic violence thing. She was one of the nuns in Nicaragua when they killed like 11 of 13 missionaries. She was one of them down there doing that at that time. She came back from that and she was a lesbian. So I knew her and her partner when she was a lesbian. So she did all of that in one lifetime. So she definitely loved her husband, and whatever happened, I don't know what happened. And then she went over there, and then she literally became a nun. I have two clients. Well, Kathy wasn't a client, but I have another client that was full on in the Hollywood life, and she is a nun now. And I absolutely love her. Love her. She has a huge TikTok, a huge nun to lesbian pipeline. Yeah, but she was in that thing. Do you remember? You probably don't. It was in the late 70s. And there was like militia that shot the clergy down in Nicaragua, missionarying to the people there, being, doing the work, right? And it was, I think she goes by Sister, I have to look it up. I can't remember what her handle is. But anyway, Kathy was down there. She hid under a Jeep and they shot, let's say 3 survived and the rest died. She was one that survived under the Jeep, and she was a nun at that time. Like, she had an extraordinary life, and she was and I can't remember her sign. She made these, John and I bought a bunch of candles from her, these beautiful crystal candles. John's like, you're not going to believe this. She's making crystal candles. I'm like, oh, great. And I just remember her funeral. I remember where it was. I can remember going in there. And I was just like, but she lived such a full life. Thank you for that. She lived a really full life. But she sprung the gamut of everything. She was just a friend of our family's. A gay clergy are understanding more than straight ones. Yeah, no, she was great. And she worked with John in aerospace. So like then she had that career. She'd been like a bartender. She may have even been in like the strip clubs or something too. I can't remember. A lot of strippers are gay, by the way. Let's see, I don't want men or women. I just said that today in the car. You don't go lesbian, there always were gay. Well, I'm saying, but she loved a husband and did the married thing as well. So you can't dismiss that she was married for a long time. She was married for a long time. And just because she went with a woman later on does not negate the man she was with. That wasn't fake for her. She wasn't doing that. She wasn't having affairs behind his back or anything. She was fully embracing him. So I know your husband's name is Jason, like my Jason. Yeah. So, I mean, when I'm saying that, I'm saying that, yeah, Kim K blaming psychics. It's your IQ. First of all, blaming psychics and TMZ reporting that. Come on now. Come on now, Harvey. Come on. Yeah, TMZ wanted to report that. Let's see, 1970, please, 74. Sexual orientation disturbance, ego, dystonia, homosexuality. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. They also dismissed the fact of near-death experience, calling it hyper something when you lose oxygen and craziness. So I didn't hear from TMZ. Yeah, that's what she said. But here's the thing with TMZ, and I know this because I did, oh my God, Lindsay Lohan. So they call the psychic to the area, and then the psychic walks out, or whoever walks out, and they're like, hey, whoever, what do you think of this? And it's just like, oh my God, they just ran into a psychic out there? Mm-hmm. Okay, right. You went to 4 psychics to try and pass the bar exam. Hello, mental patient. Fucking study. I don't know what to say. 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 I have such an issue with her. Okay, so here's her TikTok. I'm looking up. Yeah, it's Sister Monica Claire. Let me see. This is we used to know each other back in her Hollywood days. And she's literally a nun now. And she does this whole thing. And she's darling. She always wanted to be a nun, by the way. And she was great in the industry. TMZ is questionable. And by the way, here's the problem. I don't mean to tell you the problem. The problem, it's whatever I just said to you. I have to look it up. Okay, hold on. Let me just look it up. Oh, God, I hate this. TikToky, I hate them. Sister Marie Claire. Wait, Sister Marie, no. Sister, oh my God. I know her by other names, so this is why it's so confusing. Or it's Sister Monica Exercise. It's Sister Marie Claire. If you see her on TikTok, she's back east in Pennsylvania, I think. Anyway, what Harvey and TMZ doesn't like, what man did her wrong. No, I swear to God, it was a calling. I knew her back 20 years ago. She used to talk about it then. Monica, yeah, there you go. But she used to talk about it back then. And probably men did her wrong. But like, she literally loves her life. And I'm so happy for her that she got to do what she wanted to do, because I remember her talking about it. Like me, I'm thinking, you're crazy. But she was in Hollywood and wanted to be a nun. Yes. Yes, she did. She really did. But breaking Amish actors are... Here's the thing. Monica Claire. Okay, yes. I don't know what she calls herself. I'm just on her TikTok. They've taken my TikTok down. So, yeah, no, she really did. And I'm talking 2010, 2008. I knew her back then. And I remember when she left and did it. And that's wonderful. And she is a good person. She always was a good person. And I always liked her. So that was interesting. But here's the thing. TMZ does not like that somebody did a video on Wendy Williams and said that she didn't have dementia. And now they're breaking the story, everybody. But they don't like it that the psychics are getting the credit for P. Diddy and this. Because TMZ has to go out and get their information. That's why. They are like a supposed journalist. But it's all set up. So it's interesting. No, Wendy Williams doesn't have dementia, but you can go back and watch my video from like 4 months ago, and she does not have. They just released it, but that's it. Yeah, and I'm sorry, this psychic was right about P. Diddy. Whoever Kim Kardashian's talking to, first of all, when people use the word psychic, do you know how many psychics are out there? Are they all really psychic? No. Everybody thinks it's a way to do money or get this or do that or blah, 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 whatever. And you don't know the psychic she went to. So I'm always hesitant to say that I'm psychic because people, no, they put her in a conservatorship because they said she has frontal lobe dementia like Bruce Willis. And so it's ridiculous. But anyway, I did a video 4 months ago. I said that she doesn't have it. And now this week they broke that she doesn't have it. So psychics can pick up on energy like that. But here's the problem. So many people call themselves psychic. And just because you read tarot cards doesn't make you a psychic. So thank you for that. Like, just because, yes, it can be other incarnations. Definitely can be different incarnations. Yeah, people who read tarot cards are reading tarot cards. You don't need that. Take the training wheels off and don't. Some people are really good card readers, and that's a skill of it in and of itself. But like, you need to know who you're talking to, and psychics aren't always right. We're not meant to be right. It's an intuitive art form. That's how I look at it. You are born with it. There's other psychics out there. They have millions of followers. And you know what? They don't and listen, I'm just going to say this. If somebody who's a very famous psychic refers people to me, I don't need that. I mean, I don't want that. I don't want anybody like, how do you word that? So like, let's say I was a doctor and then I referred somebody to a psycho, to another doctor. I don't need them to publicly state it and lump me in a conversation with somebody I know who is not a good psychic. And that has happened recently. So I got referred next to and behind the name of somebody I know personally from years back who is a crap ass psychic, a shithead psychic, an ex-felon psychic. I don't want to be in that category because I'm not that. So I don't like that. But yes, tarot cards can help you do that. Yeah. Shingle psychics, yes. And so that's a huge problem for me because I know the people that tried to market that particular psychic. I know who that psychic is. I know the reality of what that psychic did. Don't refer me and put him in front of me and then say, oh, you could go to her too. No, you can't. Because if you're looking at them, don't be looking at me. No, don't do that. And it's not that there's many gifted people, but you'll be able to tell them. You'll be able to tell them. You know, you'll be able to know who they are and who they are not. That's all. You know, we need an AI off button. Absolutely. So, yeah, they did. Well, they always trying to discredit us like TMZ. TMZ is doing that to discredit psychics who break stories on the internet before they do. That's the problem. So they don't like that. They want to discredit us because they can't control us. Not me they can't control because I'm not going to let you control me in my work. It's not going to happen. I don't care. I don't care enough to be famous. How about that? So, no, I don't think they're saying that of me. I'm thinking that they bring up psychics to dissuade people from going to psychics. And just because you're a fucking little, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You're not going to make me say it. But anyway, I'm not going to say it. Is anyone, I have no idea. I never asked that question. It's definitely a gene pool. It's definitely a gene pool. Yeah. And I took a lot of flack for it. And it's, you know, whatever. My friend psychic, my husband wanted to use her body like a ghost. She said, no, that's a true thing. Yeah, they can do that to get inside. I don't allow that since I'm a teenager. I don't allow anything inside me because I, you know, don't know who the fuck you are. I just don't know a warlock. Exactly. But I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's shyster is the word. Yeah, that's what they think of us. No, Harvey's not calling me for stories. They don't like it. I broke the P. Diddy story in June. I'm so sick of saying it. June of 2023, meaning Kim Porter came to me. I wasn't given information. That was strictly psychic. I put it out online. It's documented and timestamped. And they don't fucking like it because when it happens, the psychic gets the credit and TMZ doesn't. They don't fucking like it, okay? They don't like it. And there's another thing. When I broke that P. Diddy story, a lot of black content creators came after my ass asking what the hell I was doing reading black people. I'm going to read whoever I feel compelled to read. I'm not looking at your goddamn skin color when I'm reading you. Ta-da, not everyone's like you. And just because you're black doesn't mean you have to stick to your community. I mean, can you not read outside of your skin color? I mean, what is that? I took a lot of flack for that. I got a lot of threats. And I got a lot of fucking people after my ass for that. P. Diddy sends people out, and don't think he doesn't. He does. I had the rats in my car, and people are like, yeah, she's crazy. I'm not crazy. I documented the whole thing. But you can read someone with a different skin color, because that's not what the fuck you're looking at. Ugh. I told you, the 3 people this week are Sam Kinison. My nose is stuffy. Angie Stone. And D'Angelo. That's how they came. They came through in triplicity like that because they all carry something similar through their energy frame. So I'll be doing all 3 of them as soon as my nose is cleared up. So probably by Sunday. But people, no, they throw the race card. They're like, she should stick in her own community. Fuck you. You don't know my community. You don't fucking know my community. You don't know it. You don't know it. I'm a child of the universe. I'm not under your labeling that I can't talk because I happen to have been born with a white face. You reverse It's not even you're racist. It's not even reverse. You're a fucking racist. You're saying because I'm white, I can't do it. You have no idea how many fucking people emailed me that. I was like, oh my God, I can't with you people. So weird. I got critiqued. I got just blasted. No, it's racism. It's just straight racism. That's why I corrected myself. I got fucking blasted for being an old whitey. Yeah, well, this bitch is still going to do it. Because first of all, I'm Canadian, so we don't have that racist shit there about that shit. That was never my thing. I didn't have any doings with anything of that, right? Yeah, I know. When they mentioned me behind that guy's name, I'm like, fucking don't. And I happen to know, I just know what I know because I know the people who produced him in his show, and I know about that. And I don't care if you're a real psychic or not. I don't care. I just don't want to be lumped into conversations with that because I don't need anybody's recommendation for my work. That shit pisses me off. If you want to do it privately because you've experienced something, then that's your own story. But me, I don't need it. Don't want it. Sinus issues and psychic ability. I know it's terrible. It's like, but I think me and Meadow got this and Lila from the bouncy thing with the spongy things because we jumped in it. And I'm thinking, stop. I have a reading with him tomorrow. What do you mean? Well, go do what you do. You already just do it. Do what you do. See if you like it. If a psychic has had illegal shit in their background that isn't like prostitution, and maybe they've had that too. But like if it's theft, you should think very carefully about it. And you should, whatever. You should always research. But once you book it, go see if it works for you. If it works for you, then it works for you. I'm not saying the names of anybody here. I'm just saying whoever it is. What about the old world thing? Hey, I heard about that. Whoever you're booked with, whoever it is you're booked with, you already paid. So go do the reading. See if it works with you or doesn't work with you. If it works with you, that's wonderful. If it doesn't work with you, then that's great. Again, Miss Cleo wasn't a psychic. And I know that story because I worked for the company that put her out. I got fired when I wouldn't read the script. I would not say, wake up and smell the coffee during the impromptu read-through, which they said we wouldn't have pages and then proceeded to hand me pages of dialogue. Anyhow, my friend continued to work on that show, which was an infomercial. Keep in mind, Miss Cleo was an infomercial. I was on the first commercial of that. She was the name because the company that produced that got in trouble for charging people whatever the hell they charge them. They got felonies. The FCC or FAA or whatever it is, not the flying, the communications. They could not use their business names, and the people couldn't. So Miss Cleo signed a deal that she would be the face of the company and her name would be connected to the bookkeeping of the company. She was not a psychic. Maybe she was, but that's not what they hired her for there. She was on camera doing an infomercial for a company. And I know about it because I started that in that genre. Not me started the company, but started with the other actresses, psychic, and I hired my friend to teach the other actresses how to read the tarot cards. And it was a infomercial. I was fired because I'm not going to say to a client ever, wake up and smell the fucking coffee. Those words aren't coming out of my breath unless I have coffee over there and it smells good. Dionne Warwick, I did that. Now, those were infomercials. My friend, Linda Georgian, she brought in Dionne Warwick because they will never back a show without a celebrity because you have to be a celebrity to count. Don't you know you don't count? You have to be a fucking celebrity. I posted my picture with Dionne. Jason was 8 months old. That was Psychic Friends Network. I wrote for their magazine. I worked for their company. They reenacted my live true stories. They reenacted my live true stories of client interactions and interviewed them. So that's where I came in behind the scenes, right? Linda passed away from skin cancer. She used to stay at our house. I've told this story. She had she had a young boyfriend that they drove up in their Corvette, and she used to her young, like, she's John's age, so she was a Libra, I think. She was John's age, and her boyfriend was my age, so it was the same but different. So her boyfriend had a kid, and he used to do the visitation at our house. Like, she's like, can we use your house as an address for the visitation? I'm like, okay, whatever. And John's like, he needs to park down the street because of those hot pants. He used to wear really tiny, teeny, tiny shorts. That's a true story. John's like, tell him to park down the street. So, oh my God, because we lived up on the hill in Burbank, but that's a true story. But anyway, that's that story. That was funny. That was fucking hilarious. John's like, I feel like I'm doing family visits in my house. But Linda was great. Dion was her client. And so that's how she funded that. But I do remember, and I've told this story, I do remember that, no, our house wasn't a trap house. That's it. I had baby Jason at the time. That's all I had. Little baby Jason. And I didn't even have Keithy. And then anyway, Linda, I saw her on Regis, and oh God, it had to be maybe before 2000. And she told Regis they were trying to run her off the road. They were trying to run her off the road and kill her in her car. Can you say Illuminati? Anyway, she said that. And I remember on Regis going, what is she fucking talking about? Well, now you know what she's talking about. But she literally said that. Literally said that. So it's very, very funny. Very interesting. Yeah, Kathy Lee is Kathy Lee. I don't know anything about Kathy Lee. John liked Regis. I don't know about Kathy Lee. Who else did we know? We met a lot of people, all the way from, like, I've read for 20 years. Tarot was not dangerous. It's paper with pictures on it. What's dangerous? You understand why they tell you psychics are bad, right? Because if you understood that your intuition is your tentacles to feel information, then you wouldn't rely on pharmaceuticals, school teachers, programming, all of that. Yeah, John loved Regis. Yeah, so anyway, yes, cloning is booming again. Look, I'm snorkeling with my nose. Any extreme celeb natal charts? No one's natal chart is extreme. It's just different. Psychic said that tarot opens the doors and that we shouldn't have them. I don't know what to say. I'll tell you what opens the doors. Alcohol, meth, Ritalin, fucking being out of your mind and not grounded in your physical, not going outside and grounding yourself. Sleeping with 700 different people, and that's not sleeping, fucking. LSD, mushrooms, not tarot cards. Get real. Get real. I mean, come on. Haven't drank in 2 years. There you go. That's so good. You know, there's this chick on TikTok. I have to stop watching TikTok because they don't support me. They steal all my shit. They steal everything. And I've had videos taken. It just pisses me off. But there's this chick on TikTok. She was in prison, and she's Mindy something. She gets taken down all the time too. But she said something that my father-in-law said. He said the moon landing wasn't real. And something that John said. Both of them said, you don't need to drink that much water. And I'm like, but water cleans you. But it also cleans the minerals. This Mindy girl is setting up precedent, talking about not drinking as much water as they say. Good for you. Yes, exactly. So the water is causing the kidney issues. The water is causing it. Ambien is definitely hypnotic. Water holds memories. Yes, worry, jealousy. I don't even know, Nancy. I don't know. Well, Shirley MacLaine, she's not wrong. I'm so stuffy. She's not wrong in what she says, and she's allowed to be spiritual just because she's an actress, or she's allowed to talk about aliens just because she can do that. She's not just one dimensional. Watermelon is delicious. Ambien would bug me out. Yeah, I can't. I don't do anything like that. Oh, you would not believe what you just said to me right now. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, Casey Kasem was kidnapped by his wife in the end. I mean, what the hell is wrong with everybody? Have you ever smoked weed? Yeah, when I was 15, I hid in a closet. I can't do weed. Yeah, I smoked it a couple of times, and hash a couple of times. Yeah, I did a lot of drugs from 12 to 20. Actually, I started at 7 drinking, but yeah, all the way along from 7 to 20, on and off. So I just copied adults around me, honestly, what I did. And I smoked cigarettes, and I exercised, and I did all of that. Weed makes me nuts. It makes John drive around in circles. John just won't get off the freeway. It just keeps going. Off ramp, on ramp, off ramp. I never had a problem with getting sober. I stopped. I don't have addiction like that. Telepathic, absolutely. I know when I was on LSD, I used to talk to everyone telepathically. They didn't catch on, but it is one of our senses for sure. Weed is the gateway. Yeah. I didn't like weed. John just goes off and on. He's like, I'm going right. I'm going left. I'm going left. I'm back on the freeway. Uh-oh. Let me get off and go back the other way. It's like circles. He's kind of goofy that way. Hilarious. Oh my God, right? Yeah, I'm sure his kids are still fighting for his whatever. Alcohol is a gateway. You could read people's minds. Yeah, I'm not a weed. Johnny, I just talked to Johnny. He is supposed to be going home on Saturday. Yeah, I'm too paranoid anyway. I think people are trying to poison me and I'll stop eating, which I could use to stop eating because I'm getting chubby. But, whatever. It's Christmas. I'm going to have to stop eating anyway. But Johnny is getting out of the hospital on Saturday. So whatever date that is, he was in the hospital from February 27th to whatever the Saturday is, the 15th, 16th, whatever that is. So I talked to him. He's not able to walk really fully well yet. So he has to do more therapy, but he can walk and he got out of that bed. I am so fucking happy for him. He's going to live with his sister. Lou is fine. She's on the couch over there. She's giving me the stare down. Yeah, she's giving me the stare. I'm so excited. Yeah, super excited. Okay, you guys, I am going to be doing video Saturday the 15th. Yeah. The new weed has all that chemical on it. Yeah, I'm so glad he's going home. Huge rainstorm. I'm upset. I was going to Palm Springs. I had to cancel my is there Gerber as an adult? Yeah, I ate baby food when my kids were little because that's all I could swallow. She gives me the side eye. She's like, she gets mad. Mew gets mad. I fed her, but she gets bitchy. She's like, fuck you. Anybody, if you're psychic, you can communicate with animals. It's not that difficult. The 15th, Johnny gets out on the 15th, but he's been in the hospital. His roommates are still all in a coma. So he has roommates that are in a coma. So there's 1, 2, 3 beds, and his is the 4th bed. He had the window, so I drive by him every morning. He can't see me. But we drive by and we're like, Johnny. But anyway, he had the far bed with the sunshine, but the other guys all have they're unconscious. Roommates are quiet. Actually, the machines are pretty loud. I couldn't look at anybody walking in there. I had to just really, Lori and I got so tired in there. I just had to really, yes, we'll have snow on the top of the mountains. We had to really just not pay attention because it was very hard. It was super hard. I don't like seeing people in that condition. And the nurses have to come and clean out everything and all of that. And it's just, you know what it is. It's very, very difficult. Yeah. All right, you guys. Now, 525.75. Yeah, he's had a long road. Do you offer video request as a service? I don't know what you mean. I don't like, that's so wrong. Quiet roommates, right? Yeah, they're not there. I mean, yeah, weed is not on a level of pure spirit. No, it's a mind-altering substance. And if just listen, and I know you guys aren't going to say this, it's very difficult to be on a machine. It makes me beyond sad. It makes me beyond sad. So I have a very difficult time walking through, and then there's a curtain so I can talk to Johnny over here, but I have a hard time with the people because they're just it's just very sad. It's just super sad. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sloan doesn't need weed. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. All these people that tune their bodies out in order to have a spiritual experience, that's not how it works. Yes, you can do it, but if you're really connected to spirit, you should be able to do it yourself. And that's not a judgment, but why are you taking mind-altering substances to do what you have a natural connection to do? Gerber. I love Gerber. I like, yeah, now I want to go to the store and get some Gerbers. Yeah. So anyway. Oh, it's horrible. My God, you guys, I'm so tired. Can you read on Oprah? No, I don't want to waste my breath with her. Yeah, well, they say it's not the marijuana, it's whatever's in the marijuana that's good. Oh my God, Gerber Hawaiian Delight. I'm a baby food connoisseur. Let's go. Yeah, you should be able to open yourself up to be, hi, Anthony, to be able to connect to the spiritual realm. You just should be able to do that. Yes, not Randy Gerber. No, Gerber baby food. Gerber baby food. Yeah, the devil doesn't get, yeah, right? Prince Andrew is... I'm Prince Andrew. Now I'm getting caught for what I did because I'm a big pedo, even if she's 17. Oh, but she looked 20. Well, bitch, you knew she wasn't. You knew your little boyfriend. You knew your little boyfriend, Jeffrey, wasn't bringing you adults because you don't like them. You want to conquer because you're such a weird prude. You ugly ass royal. Okay. You ugly ass royal. Oh my God, right? I mean, what a douche. Yeah, Jimmy Savile, yeah, they're all friends with him. What a douche Prince Andrew is. What a douche. And people still look at the royal family like, oh, look at them. They're the royal. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's why they're so ugly. Look at the bloodline. It's really fucking ugly. Like, look at them. He's a douche. He's a horrible human being. Fergie's horrible. They're all horrible and they think they're special. You're not special. You're not special. You're not special. No, and they don't even have their own money. They stole your money. Whoever's in England. They stole their money. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. They're reptiles. Yeah, royal family and welfare. Exactly, because they steal the people's money. The people give away their power to these people. Thank you for that. Thank you, y'all. They give their power to these people like we do. The people are still voting. Hello. Somebody tell me in California, please, for the love of, it's obvious I don't do Botox. Nobody's thinking I do Botox, okay? Nobody's looking at this face and going, this bitch is doing Botox. It's impossible to think that. You're lying and it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. Oh my God. Anyway, that's why I have hollow cheeks. I have crow's feet. I have bags. I have old lady face. Fucking deal with it. It's not, and I'm not taking their hormones. Did you hear how they said? And I don't trust it because it was said in the Mercury retrograde, but did you hear how they said that hormones, women's, are good? They're not what they say. That's because they want you to die. If you exercise every day, you make your own hormones. Like you make your own female hormones. And you know what? I'm not taking any of their fucking hormones. So no. I got one more year and that's it. I mean, to take their hormones. But I don't want to take their hormones. I didn't like them when I had them. I fucking like it. Yeah, I didn't like it. And by the way, Gavin Newsom, please don't vote for him. Yeah, I'm not joking you. If you saw Karen Bass's office, these people in the Palisades, they're not in their house. London, Ontario. St. Thomas is where I went to school. Alma College. Anyway, the people in the Palisades, they're not able to build. You please don't. Who is voting for fucking Gavin? Who is voting for Gavin Newsom? I want to know. Do you hate Trump that bad? Yeah, look what they voted for in New York, which I find really interesting. It's so interesting because I know why they go after the young people's vote, because they don't remember history. Go back and look at Gavin Newsom, Real American Psycho, right? Norman Bates. You cannot vote because you hate Trump that bad. If you hate Trump that bad, just vote on policy. It's not a personality contest. That's not what it is. I can't. I can't. I'm snorkeling. My nose is so stuffed. They voted for a man in New York that comes from a religion. Now, I don't know if he practices it or not, that is okay with Sharia law. So I'm just like so curious to go back in history, which I did. And I looked at pictures in the late 70s of Pakistan and women in Muslim countries. And they literally were dressed normal. And then it changed. New York blows my mind. It's because he used the word free. And I'm telling you, nobody has the authority to do that. And it's your money anyway. I come from Canada. Socialist, communist, socialist. Not everybody deserves the same thing. That's not true. Not everybody should have the same thing. That's not true. On an energetic level, that's a problem because it doesn't allow anyone to achieve their spiritual goal. Sometimes people have different goals in this life. And Iran used to be, it did. I know people that bailed. I have friends who've left England now because of what England is. Because of that in England. They cannot be in England. It's just no. How does one open up? You just ask and pray and meditate and hike in it. That's it. Learn how to spend time alone and learn how to hear yourself. Yeah, I love Canadians and Toronto, but it's a socialist country. Kid yourself not. It's a socialist country. It's not. They want the bar capped where everybody can equality. There isn't equality. We are not all equal. That's not true. It's just not. Some people have different positions, and that's okay. It's fine. They're all friends. They're all friends. Let's see. Ooh, digital IDs. Yeah, well, that's what's happening in England. Digital IDs, this, that, and the other. They're orchids. I mean, I grew up in Canada. I couldn't stand the government as a child. Now I can't stand it here. I'm living in a homeless, everybody is homeless in LA. And it's weird because LA comes after. Do you know we have the highest gas prices out of every state? Do you know that? Some of y'all are paying $2. We're over $5 still. Canada's way up there. But yeah, we all have different abilities and they negate that by saying everybody's equal. And how come people in this country don't have health insurance, but our government wants to give everybody health insurance who doesn't come to this country legally? I'm curious. I'm really curious. I would like to know. Well, if your daughter lives here, then you fucking know, love a Scorpio, what it's like out here. You know what the gas is like. It's absurd. And so it's weird. Yes. Arizona has been up over 3, predicted to be $8. Well, that's like Canada, which is probably 10 now a gallon, but it's the equality equals same outcome. It does not mean everything is equal. It means, yeah, it does mean unequal. Yeah, and I want to accomplish on my own, but whatever. No one cares. I just know we pay a shit ton for gas. Let's see, don't you have the highest drug problem too? I'm sure we have the highest drug problem because all the people come here, all up and down the West Coast and probably the East Coast too, like the major cities. Revelstoke, the hot springs out there, all of that. It's just crazy out here. Yeah, everybody's fucking high. Don't go down to Skid Row. You'll get a headache from hell. It's terrible. 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 Oh Oh my God, $21 a liter in Sweden. Oh God, 320. Sorry, I'm dying. Yeah, David Icke is back. Sloan, what's your opinion on hypnotherapy? Oh, it's real. Have you tried driving a long distance? Now I'm so stuffed I can't talk. I hate Newsom. Is Newsom gay? Wow. Draw your own conclusions with that. There's a TV show called Goliath. Sorry, Giant's Rock Hudson. Speaking of gay. Anyway, there's a TV show called Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton, and they talk about the lady that's in the government, kind of reminds me of Nancy Pelosi, and how she's sleeping with her nephew. Yeah, I don't know why they're using our tax money to go against Trump. Like, Newsom, you fucking whatever, deal with our state. We have homeless people, nowhere to put them. They've been stealing the money for all the housing. It's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. That was a TV show called Goliath. But it really reminded me of Nancy Pelosi. I'm just saying. And the water shortage. And how they took the as they took the water and took it up there for the almonds. And then the people in the city didn't have the water. Does that sound familiar? It sounds familiar. Yeah, we were on water, this, that, and the other. And when Trump said he's just going to come turn the water on, that's what he did. He just moved it back. They took the Columbia River water and blocked it off. They are selling water. That's a God-given right. That's like saying they're going to sell air, you motherfuckers. No, no, and no. Oh my God, I can't. Okay. I have to go. I have to lie down. I know Nancy retired. Woo. Oh, and she made what? So much money in the stock market, but then Martha Stewart goes to jail, and they all do it. They all do. They're fucking sickening. You should have no respect for these people. Yes, LA is Mad Max. I say that every day I go driving. I literally say it. Kenna had a rock thrown at her by a homeless person when she was trying to get the baby out of the car. This is like 6 months ago. She has to park on the street because of whatever they were doing. She couldn't find parking close to the house, so she parked on the street. And a homeless guy came from across the street and threw a rock at her car. Lila saw it. That's for real. That's the kids at 3 o'clock in the afternoon getting out from school. Yeah. And that kid's bus stop is right there. My kids didn't take the bus to school. I drove them to school. But that shit's going on all day long. That's the mentally ill that are on the streets, which is a huge problem since Reagan in 87 shut down the mental hospitals where those people could go if they had issues, issues that needed to take meds. He closed down Camarillo, whatever it's called, and closed them all down in the 80s. And that became a problem. Yeah. Why are they obsessed with my face? Because they like to insult women. This planet loves to insult women. You can't possibly be born whatever you're born like because it insults them because they're ugly. That's why. So, yeah, that's why. I mean, yeah, the sinuses are terrible. They've been chemtrail. Look. Oh, God, it's terrible. Anyhow, that's it. Yeah, we are a threat. That's right. We are a threat. Spencer. Yeah, but Spencer Pratt's 100% right. 100%. They've issued 11 permits to start rebuilding. Yeah, they might be jealous. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know why you pick on any. I've seen people online and they have so much plastic surgery that I want to say to them, do you think that really looks good? There's some woman that eats online. I don't know who she is. She's somebody. And she has a huge platform. Her lips are like this. And she just eats food. And she pisses me off. Do I comment? No, because I realize I'm being triggered by that. I want to say something to her, but who am I to make someone, she's done that to her face. Why are you going to say something like, what's wrong with you? Right? Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to say anything. No, for Estelle, the amount of permits she has to jump through, they're not giving you permission to even do it, even if you had the money. So it's terrible. It's terrible. It really is. Yeah, it's just terrible. It's terrible. Horrible. Yeah, people watch people eat online. I can't go down that road. No, Estelle can't get a permit. She is still not living in a house. She can't get a permit to put a trailer on there. She cannot get a permit. They are not giving out permits. You understand, this will be a year in January 7th or that week, or the 15th. I remember when her house burnt down because the first time the fire came, like, I don't know, maybe it was like a year before or 6 months before, she was packed and ready to go. And the firemen got there and it was whatever, like that. The day that she went to leave, she sent us a picture. We're on a group chat. She sent us a picture and I was like, you're gonna fucking die if you don't fucking run out of there. Her neighbor called her and told her that the firemen weren't going there. He was out of the country, but he called her because they usually talk or whatever in that neighborhood. She had to run for her fucking life. She had to run for her life. All of her shit. She didn't have a toothbrush. No, Estelle, my friend, she's not a singer. She might be a singer, but she had to run for her fucking life. I had to send her a care package with toothbrush and toothpaste and socks and underwear and pants. Like, I went through my closet, shit I didn't wear, and put it in there for her. Makeup, whatever. She had nothing. Not her paperwork. Couldn't even grab her purse, I don't think. Literally ran out the door in the clothes on her back, which happened to be leggings, that's what I love about her. You can't without a permit. You can do nothing. Her and Mark took off. They just took off. They like literally fled. It was so terrifying. It was so fucking terrifying. She filmed from outside with it coming back. The fire was coming. I mean, I think maybe one house on the street didn't burn. Everything. My mom still lives in the Palisades. She's lucky. Her street did not burn. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, you know what, Jade Lauren 3396? I'm glad your mom's still there. You know what's interesting, though? They're saying that a lot of those houses have to, like the ones on Malibu, I'm sorry, I'm so stuffed. The ones on Malibu, yes, you have to have a permit to have an RV trailer. You cannot be on your land. Malibu City requires that. You cannot. You cannot. Period. You cannot. That's how California is. You cannot. Problem is, the places that are on the ocean, those places, they're now saying to them, your foundation isn't good enough for the rebuild. So now we need to charge you to redo your foundation. So even if your house is standing, they're going to make you do that, and they're going to make you raise it up, which is going to cost you hundreds, if not millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands, if not millions. And that's, yes, you have to have a permit to rebuild. Yes. She's not living in her house. Her and Mark are staying not in their house. You're still paying the mortgage on your house. You're still paying the fucking property tax. And you're paying wherever you live. Everybody's still working, but they don't have their shit. So they have to buy it all back. Insurance gave them $700 thus far. Because insurance capped in Los Angeles, because they're a bunch of cocksuckers, because Newsom I just can't. Like Spencer Pratt says, the land was not cleared. So even if, the houses in Malibu are expensive in the Palisades, right? So let's say you have a family-owned house and it's 4 generations, like your grandma, your mother, your grandmother, and your great-grandmother, whatever, father, family, whoever. So the property is now worth $20 million because of the land value. Your house burnt down. You have a mortgage on it. You're never going to build that back because all your shit is fucked. You can't buy it back because back in 1950 something or 1940 something, the going market price for your floor, for your whatever, was whatever. Those houses were grandfathered in 4 or 5 generations of passing the property along, just like you want to. It is illegal, but no one can do anything here. No one can do anything here. You cannot do anything. What are you going to do? They'll just fucking murder you if they want to. They'll just keep putting fines on you and attaching shit and doing this and doing that. Yes, exactly. For Estelle and Mark, I mean, Jesus, she ran for her fucking life. She didn't have 700. And that's because Fairlife Insurance. So let's say your property, let's say you built another backyard, bedroom, ADU, whatever, and you spent 5 million on it. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's what happened, but say you did. Fairlife is only giving you money back for 3 million. So your $15 million house, your $10 million house, your $7 million house, whatever it is that's been in your family, they will only cap it at 3 million if you can get that before they file bankruptcy themselves. So then you will not have any insurance money. And 3 million is not going to rebuild in Malibu. It will not happen. It's not going to happen. The permits that have been sold to Chinese bidders and developers. Newsom, I think, did 6 or 8. Don't quote me on the number. That's all that's been allocated. And that's Newsom doing it to his buddies in China, his TikTok friends. So that's how that goes. You have to understand what they're doing. They deliberately, who does not put water in the San Ynez water? It's like Spencer Pratt says, it was fucking empty. It was empty. And by the way, one of my friends, another friend of mine up north, they sent a letter out and they said during these fires in January, they said in her neighborhood, which was up by Santa Clarita, they said the fire came all the way to her backyard. They told them, the fire chief wrote this out and said, we have reservoirs filled up with water. This was like on January 6th, somewhere around there. The fire came. They said, don't worry, we'll be able to take care of it. Do you know? They did not have them filled up. They sent that out there and they didn't have them filled up. What is going on with that? You've got one job. Karen Bass said that the San Ynez water thing, or the Department of Water and Power, I'm not sure who said it, said that because there was a leak in the lining, they couldn't use it as water because it might be toxic from birds. Okay, you fucking idiots. It's to put up fire. And secondly, she tried to say it was originally allocated for drinking water, but Spencer found the document in 1968 or 58 or 68, one of those. Anyway, he found the document that said it was allocated for use with fire. So they lie all the way around. They lie all the way around. Yeah, it could be a class action suit, but nobody will be alive by the time it gets settled because no one cares. If you do a class action anything, it's going to take you at least 15 years to go through court. You will not be, I mean, you'll be, some people, let's see, land is over. Yeah, Estelle's land is, yes, Estelle's land is a lot. It's the land, but that's family owned for her. That's her family. That's her grandparents' cosmetic company. And it's just incredibly sad. The people at the Palisades, look at Spencer Pratt. He's in his backyard. He doesn't have his childhood memories. He doesn't have his fucking children's shit. His house burned down. And I don't care if you think they're rich. The point is, if they can do that to you, like up in, was it Pleasant, California? Now I'm getting the place. Where the fire happened up north, those people were middle-class people with nice land in Northern California, and they burnt that shit down too. I used to stay at Estelle's house. I used to stay I think it was her mom's kid bedroom, but I stayed in that bedroom. And yeah, they want all the property. They don't want you to have it. That's the point. So it's not a thing of money or not money. If you live in a neighborhood like mine, lower middle class, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm not even in my normal neighborhood, but if you live in a normal, yeah, his parents' house. I mean, that's devastating. I'm snorting like a pig. That's devastating. So if you, God, I literally can't talk. But if you live in a house that's, say, worth $600,000, $500,000, and they burn it to the ground, I bet you've had that house for 20 years. You're not going to get the insurance to buy back the new stuff that you've implemented in your house or upgraded, because the insurance gives you the value at the time that you bought the house. unless you have whatever. Oh, the areas are definitely targeted. Generational wealth. Those people are not making the same income, and it's a different time frame. It's sickening. Please don't vote for Newsom. Listen to Spencer Pratt. He's not lying. I don't know. I mean, I lost a son, so for me, I've lost everything that matters. But I will tell you this. The week that Keith died, I was in the process of, what do you call it? When you take the pictures and put them onto disk drives, digitizing all my pictures. So I had Keith bring his last box of childhood pictures up to my house. And then he died, so I had 6 huge boxes. John and I drove out to wherever the hell we drove, and I had over 10,000 pictures digitized and videos digitized and put them onto a disc that I can carry on a chain on my pocket if I have to leave the house. And I have them hidden everywhere because pictures, like, what are you going to do if you lose your children's pictures? That's what Spencer's talking about. So make sure you put your things on a disc. That's exactly it. Make sure you put your things on a disc. Because my son died, I did not want to lose his childhood pictures. I thought of fire right away. So that's the first thing I did. That's what I did. Literally the month after he died. So that's what I did. I took the pictures. They're all digitized. And I made copies. So everybody has a copy and has a chain and has a this and has a that. Yes, I backed up everything. And I'm talking baby, like, kindergarten videos and all of that. That's what I did. See, you lost your pictures in a fire. That fucks me up when I thought about it because I had no more pictures I could take of my beautiful Keith. I took pictures of his schoolwork, his books, all of that. That all went in there too. I had different boxes. We drove it out there so that I wouldn't lose it. And that's what I did. Yeah, because I thought about it. I have a box over there. I have different discs. I gave John and Jason. I hid them at a friend's house so that if my house burns down, then John and Jason have them. If that burns down, my friend has them. Because you never know. And I have them by the front door so I can take them out of the house with my paperwork in a fireproof bag for that reason. That's it. That's what I would say. Now I'm getting, oh my God, stuffed up. Anyway, that's what I would say with that. Yeah, because that's the only thing you have. You're going to die. The only thing, yeah, lost in a hurricane. Exactly. Mine clips onto a belt, and that's what I do. Yeah. Cry all the time. We will get through it. Yeah, I know, lucky boss lady. I know. Yeah, see, but that's what I thought of. Jenna's great. Jenna just had a birthday. Yeah, that's such yes, Jackie. I miss Jackie too. Bobby painted Jackie a lovely picture of Angie before all I wanted was my pictures. That's the only thing I've ever carried with me is pictures. I don't give a shit about stuff. I don't even care about jewelry. I have my jewelry in my ears. I don't take my jewelry off. So all of that, Bobby is good. But pictures, I mean, I just can't imagine. I mean, I have their baby pictures. It just, go blow your nose. It's not that. It's caught back in my sinuses. Yeah, you can't. I know people say memories. I'm like, I can't even remember what I looked like yesterday. I mean, So I just know for Estelle, a lot of pictures. I mean, people have pictures of her house, but her house was lovely. And it was really fun. It was a warm environment. And I loved visiting her at her house. We had a lot of parties at her house and a lot of times. The December after Keith died, I was up at her house. She invited me for all the Thanksgivings just to make sure I would be okay up there. It was lovely. It was lovely. So, yes, I've heard of that. They hold the pictures. You're right. Yeah. I only have like 2 pictures of myself as a teenager. That's it. That's what I have. Because I wasn't anywhere. Imagine getting dementia. Might be fun if you ran around naked. And they're like, fuck clothes. Look at mom. Put the clothes on her. They're always running around naked, right? I'm happy Angie and Jackie are together too. Horrific. I mean, to lose your daughter like that. So sad. Sloan, is Anthony Williams a medical? I have no idea. I don't. Is anybody real? Or are we all bots? Yeah, I don't know. I've never. I mean, medical medium. It's one way of putting your stuff over here. You know. I don't know. Good nutrition is important. So if he can tell you what you need and you feel the reading resonates, then at Hamilton, Ontario, then it does. Then it does. Then it does. Then it does. Fuck, some people in the chat are bitchy. Yikes. They're always bitchy in this chat. They're mean. Not everybody, but some. Afghan Hound, one day, Tallulah will have a friend. Yeah. She's just getting used to Baby Meadow. Baby Meadow was here, and so I had Meadow feed Tallulah, and I told her not to scratch Lila. Sometimes she goes swooping with Lila, right? So anyway, Tallulah sat on the table while Meadow ate her food. So that was so cute, because now usually Tallulah hides behind the curtains when these kids come in. So she's warming up keto to Meadow. She doesn't understand. So I had her feed her, and then I'm like, Meadow, and then Meadow was like, Lou, and she fed her. So then maybe, yeah, Lou has sass. No, I'm not doing a video on Aussie yet. I'm doing next Upside Down Clone World. Exactly. I know she is sassy. I love my rocks. I'm doing Sam Kinison, Angie Stone, and D'Angelo. Those are the next three in order. The next three people. And they all come through together. They have a commonality. That's weird, but I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Mwah. Nova Scotia. I will be... I have a ladder in my kitchen. Don't ask why. See the ladder? There's Lou. Hi, Lou. How are you? You waiting for me? We've been cleaning out every single thing in the kitchen, so I have to climb up to get to the top shelf. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. Yeah, Erica Kirk kind of scares me too. I can't even comment on it. Yeah, she's there. She's staring at me. She's like, Mommy, come sit on this. Come sit here. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Erica Kirk. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I was just taking boxes down because I had stuff hidden up there. And me and Lila are making body scrub for Christmas. Body scrub. So I had to get stuff off the top counter because I don't have it out all the time. So we're going to do it like we made it for the baby shower of Meadow. Let's see. Wait, somebody said what? Erica has Mars square Neptune. Sorry. That's interesting. That's a very interesting thing. Partner in spirit. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I have to look at her chart. I haven't looked at her chart. All right, you guys. Yeah, she doesn't strike me as human either. Hologram is what I want to say. I know. Virginia Dufree. I can't say her last name correctly. I apologize. All right, you guys. Me and Lou, we're going to go get more stuff down off the ladder. That's what we're going to do. She likes to climb up on the ladder on the other side with me. And we're both looking for stuff to make our Christmas gifts. Okay, bye, you guys. I love you guys. Okay, bye, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Bye. Oops. Bye, you guys.